I'm filming on the potato again here. I'm on my way home from the gym. That was 60 minutes at 7 to 6.5 miles an hour. So I did about 7 miles. With the cool down, it was over 7 miles, but I did like between 6 3/4 and 7 miles running. I didn't want to overdo it because that was the first time in like a month and a half that I've done an hour on the treadmill. I've been super lazy, which I need to get out of because in 4 months I have the half marathon coming up, which I'm 100% confident if I had to right now I can go out and run 13 miles. I just will not do very well, and I need to get sub 2 hours. I always end up getting right at the 2 hour mark. The first time I did it, it was like 2 hours, 2 minutes. Then it was like 2 hours, 1 minute. I'm pretty sure last year was like 2 hours and a few seconds. So I don't care if it's 1 hour, 59 minutes and 59 seconds. I need to run the half marathon in under 2 hours. Now, last year I was totally on track to do it. It was so incredibly cold though. I think it's like 22 degrees when we started, and it did not warm up much at all. And I got a bum left knee, so I got to the last, like, I think it was around 11 or 12 miles in, my knee was like, I'm done, I don't want to bend anymore. So I really couldn't even bend my left knee too well, and I was getting some toe drag because I couldn't bend my knee far enough. And coming up the last little hill, which was probably less than a mile from the finish line, I tripped and I almost fell. So that sucked and it hurt really bad. So that really messed with my time. Had it not been so cold, had it's been like 5 to 10 degrees warmer, I'm totally confident I would have crushed my goal and came in and closer to probably the hour 45, hour 50 mark. I was doing really well. I just really fell apart in those last couple of miles. But today's run felt great. I did take it easy. I got some weird shoulder pain in my right shoulder. I do get shoulder pain in my left shoulder often. I tore a muscle doing insanity workouts a couple years ago, and every once in a while I get like this ridiculously, it's not like a terrible pain, but it's like just ridiculously uncomfortable and it just sucks. Well, today for some reason I got it in my right shoulder, and it hurt pretty bad for a while, and then it went away, and then it came back, and then it went away again. But it was weird. I've never gotten it in my right shoulder. It's always been in my left. I don't think I did anything that I could have injured my right shoulder, but you never know. I probably slept funny last night, and it was just sore from sleeping funny. This thing is huge. It's a big troll. This thing is also bigger than my head. Grumpy Cat Christmas. That's about what I look like for Christmas. Amy.
Yeah.
White one.
Why would I have a white one?
No. Kmart doesn't have yarn. It also yielded 0 purchases. So we're gonna go to Walmart now. That'd fit me, right? Look good at me? Yeah.
No, it's child's.
It's not child.
It is child.
Athlotech.
Can you get that for Ari?
No.
She's not gonna wear it.
It's perfect size for me. It is cold and windy out here right now. I wore the absolute worst hoodie possibly on. It's like a summer weight beach hoodie. Stop number next. Walmart. It's really cold out here. Oh, these baskets are like the bane of my existence. Someone tells me to get them and then loads it full of heavy things and my arm wants to fall off. So far it's not bad. I doubt it will stay that way. Whoa. You could wear that and wear your 50-cent hoodie, and you'd be,
what size is it?
I don't know, 50 by 60, small one. Not only is it sequence, it's like color changing sequence.
Why is yarn so expensive?
I don't know. I never had to buy yarn. No, sorry, I bought yarn once to have Jill make me a scarf, and I just bought black. Here's good yarn.
That's good. Doesn't have to be good yarn.
So you gonna switch?
No.
You're gonna add.
This is the socking.
Soft.
Stop it.
Oliver, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy that kept his promise? Before we went to run our errands, I made Oliver make me a promise, and he kept it. He's a very good boy. The promise that he made was to not mess with that. It's our dinner in a slow cooker. He said he would not jump up on the counter, and he would not knock it over, and he would not eat our dinner. And I'm very proud of him and very happy because it smells really good and I'm hungry. But it's only 1:30, so we can't eat that for several more hours. How long has it been in for? I've had a request for a dowel. I believe there's one dowel down here somewhere. I believe there's a 1/2-inch dowel down here, which is probably thicker than she needs. But I know I have one. Now I gotta find it. I know I bought a single dowel for a project and then I never used it. It was probably last winter, which is why I don't know where it is now. I was kind of right. I thought it was in here. It was actually on the other side in here. I don't know if she can use it. She probably needs something thinner. But all the thinner dowels I used for that shoe rack. And I don't have any more. We'll bring it up, see if it works. This is the only thing I have. Too big? Figured. This is not gonna work for this. It's 18 degrees out with a wind chill of 6. Needless to say, Oliver did not go for his WAOK today. It is brutal out there. It is colder now than it was yesterday when we were walking around Unity House for like 3 hours. About that, I have been editing that all day long. I started with just under 2 hours of footage. I think it was like 1 hour and 52 minutes and change. I have a rough cut that currently sits at 38 minutes, and that's with a large portion of the footage removed for part 2. Yes, this will be 2 parts, but the 2 parts I was going to break it up in, that's not going to work. I just have too much footage. So there will be 2 main videos. So it was going to be a main video and then kind of like another secondary smaller video. You need to watch part 2. Something ridiculous happens. I will say it was frightening, but hysterical. And in hindsight, now that we can look back on what happened, it was hysterical. So you definitely need to watch part 2. That will come out on Wednesday. So tomorrow, you'll see that tomorrow. You'll have already seen part 1 at this point, and then part 2 will be tomorrow. So Monday, yesterday, part 1. Today, Tuesday, today's vlog. Tomorrow, Wednesday, part 2. So definitely watch part 2. What happens, there's a lot of cool stuff that you'll see. There is still like the main reason, one of the main reasons that we went there will be in part 2. and just the thing that happens after that is worth it just for that. So definitely watch part 2. There will be some more awesome stuff that you did not see yesterday in part 1. Yeah, back to it. Okay, don't forget to watch tomorrow's video. In addition to the part 2 of Unity House, there is an epic surprise in there for you. You will probably laugh. I know I did. So if you like this video or any of my other videos, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. You can like by giving me a big thumbs up. You can subscribe by hitting that big red button down below or clicking on my floating head at the end of this video. Thank you.